Good morning, Feet to Faith. Happy Thursday, guys. I hope everybody is having a wonderful morning so far. If you are in the eastern North Carolina area, it's supposed to be 70 today, which is crazy to me. But I am going to wait a couple... Story of my life when I go live. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes and see if anybody hops on, because I did tell you guys I was going live. Hi, Kayla. And I got lots of notes to talk to you guys about this morning. So yeah, I hope this is very helpful for you guys. It's something that I have to remind myself a lot of. But, you know, that's the way of life. That's the way of this business. And that's just the human nature. So, hey, Torella. So, like I said, I'm going to wait about one more minute for you guys to hop on. And then I'll get started. You guys have anything really fun going on today? I'm going to be working all day. All day. I got lots of stuff to do. And I have been jamming out this morning. First of all, what is it? Pineapple Rose. The Pineapple Rose oil. If you have not got that for your diffuser yet, it's the natural oil. It's brand new this catalog season. Get it. It's super good. And I've been jamming the Hillsong United all morning. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and get going. For time purposes, because I've got a lot to do today. So, as you guys know, Tuesdays and Thursdays, team day and group day for me. That is where I pour into you guys. I do action plan calls. I do live trainings. I do pulling reports. I do recognition. I do all of that. So, today is Thursday. And I do that. You guys know that I'm posting in here all the time. I'm showing you guys how I'm working. But I work intentionally with team Tuesdays and Thursdays. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about this morning, something that's very important. So fear. What is fear? So first of all, we're going to look up the definition of fear. Okay. Fear is an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. Okay. So fear is not a good feeling, right? The opposite of fear is faith, okay? So fear, I want you guys to think about the word. I want you to think about it in your head. And I want you to think about crossing out that word, okay? Fear does not have a place in your life. Fear does not have a place in your business. And if you are constantly living in a place of fear, you are going to live in a life full of anxiety, and a life of what if, and a life of this could go wrong. And you're not going to push yourself to the extent and the measures that you were made for in this life, okay? So fear does not have a place in your life. I want you guys to go ahead and think about that. I say do it scared all the time. That is my motto, do it scared, okay? But I do not mean that you are fearful. I do not mean that you are living in a place of fear, but if it scares you, if it's something that challenges you and it is outside of your comfort zone, that is going to change you and grow you, not only as a human being, but it's also going to change you in this business. So do it scared by stepping out in faith. So a lot of you, we have a lot of new people on here, and my team name is Feet to Faith. Feet to Faith is actually when you become a director, you get to come up with a team name, and you submit it to Sensi, and they give you, as long as it hasn't been chosen before, they give you a team name, right? So it's very specific to you. You get to choose what it is for yourself. So my team name is Feet to Faith. Back in, was it 2017 or 2018? I can't remember. When I hit director, I was sitting in church and I had pop in my head, Feet to Faith. And it goes to show you that if you are living in a place of following that faith, right? That faith that you have. You can have faith all day long, but you have to walk out in it. And that's very important, because if you have the faith, right? You have the faith strongly. You can't just sit back and expect for everything to fall into your lap. You have to put the action to the faith. You have to walk out in that faith. So feet to faith is what, that's actually how feet to faith came about. So, I have on here, I was just writing notes while I was listening to worship music before this. And something that's very important for us to remember in this business is that we live in a gimme, gimme, gimme world, right? We live in a world where we have Uber Eats, we have DoorDash, we have Amazon Prime, we have everything at the tip of our fingers. And we have to remember that with success in something that we want in life, it's not going to be an Uber Eats. It's not going to be a 45-minute drive away. It's not going to show up on your doorstep if you're not working. So this business will not spontaneously combust and make you successful overnight. Okay? That's something that we have to remember. We have to remember that this business takes work, and this business takes the actions that you have to put to the faith. You have to push fear aside, and you have to say, you know what, this is what I'm going to choose to do, and I'm going to have faith that I know that these actions that I'm doing daily, weekly, monthly are going to work because I've seen people do it. Okay? So you might have hopped on trainings before and heard that 6 months of putting your head down and picking your kid up is going to change your business. And it will. The 2x2x2 rule, the 2,000 PRV, 2 new teamies a month for 2 years. That used to be an algorithm, a formula that people would talk about with success in this business. And I'm here to tell you that it can happen in 6 months if you just focus. Okay? But you can't focus if you're focused on the wrong things. The wrong things in this business, the fluff, the extra stuff, oh my gosh, well, I need to make the prettiest labels, or I need to, I don't know. I need to make sure that this bag party's perfect. No, those are not the things that are going to make you successful in this business. So I want you guys to, first and foremost, if you do not believe in yourself, you have got to have faith in yourself that you can do this. Okay? I can believe in you all day. Your sponsor can believe in you all day. But you have to believe deep down in your soul that you can do this. And I have 4 of you guys on right now. If you want success in this business, drop a comment below. If you know, well, you might not know. If you're fearful and you're like, oh my gosh, well, I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I want this really bad. You have faith in yourself, drop it below, because it starts there. If you don't believe you can do something, you're exactly right. But if you believe that you can do something, you're like, well, I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to do all the things that I know I need to do, then you're going to get there. Your mindset is everything. Your mindset is everything. Because the moment, listen to me, this is why I do not allow negativity in this team page or the leadership page. The moment that you allow a spark, a little teeny tiny glimpse of negativity in your life, in your mind, it's game over. You have a very hard time taking the rope back and taking back control when you allow negativity and fear to cripple you. Okay? So knowing that mindset is everything. I'm going to challenge you guys that if you want success in this business, you have to believe in yourself. You have to say, you know what? I don't know how to do it yet, or I'm not there yet, but I will be, because I am a rock star and I can do hard things. I can do hard things because I do them through God who gives me strength. I have that Bible verse tattooed on me, Philippians 4:13. I can do everything through him who gives me strength. If God gives me a vision, and I'm sorry, I'm not taking y'all to church. But if God gives me a vision, and he did give me a vision way back when with Scentsy, I've been in this for 6 years in April, he will make a way. Okay? You guys are all in this business for a reason. So believe in yourself. So something, this is just a side note, something that when I was going through college, and I was a teacher, I was a special education teacher for 8 years up until August of last year, when I finally was able to walk away because of Scentsy. When I was sitting in front of the education panel, we had to do an interview. We had to do an interview for, I think it was called upper class of the education system. And they were deciding whether or not we were going to be accepted into the program at East Carolina. So I remember we had to come up with like a thesis and like why we wanted to teach and what our beliefs were in the classroom and all of that. And I remember telling them, I literally have it written right here. I remember telling them that I would not allow the word can't in my classroom. That the word can't limited them being students, and that as soon as you say you can't do something, you're exactly right. And they were like, well, that's funny. And they kind of laughed at me and they were like, well, good luck with that. Let us know how that goes. So my first few years of teaching, I literally had a huge sheet of, wasn't poster board, but it was like a huge sheet of paper. I wrote can't in black, and I put a red circle around it, and I put a line through it. And I laminated it, put it on the wall, and I did not allow my students to say the word can't. Because as soon as you, like I said to you guys, as soon as you tell yourself and you give yourself the excuse that you can't do something, you're exactly right. And you're not going to try. You're not going to push past the hardship of it. You're just giving yourself a reason, I can't do that. Okay? So I want you guys to think about what is something that you've told yourself you can't do. Okay? For me, I never thought I was going to be able to leave teaching because of Scentsy. I never thought I was going to be able to leave teaching because of Scentsy. I've caught myself in the years saying, I can't get 2,000 PRV in a month. I can't recruit. I can't have parties. I have caught myself saying that. And I want to tell you guys right now that the moment that changed for me, the moment I decided that would no longer be in my vocabulary, and no matter what, I was going to make it work. 2,000 PRV a month comes very easy. Why? Not because I'm a magician, not because I'm a rock star, not because of any of those reasons. It's because I have set myself up every single month. I set myself up. I front load parties for the next month. I have Scentsy Club subscriptions. Those didn't happen overnight. I have conversations about Scentsy Club. Why should you join Scentsy Club? Because it's the best. And these are the perks that you get. And these are the new, I'm focusing next month really hard on the new point system with their affiliation link. You have to do the actions to get the results that you want. So take the word can't out of your vocabulary and start believing in yourself, because you can do it. So what you do consistently changes everything in this business. What you do consistently changes everything in this business. And I want to give you guys a couple of examples. Some of you on here don't even know me in person, right? You just know me through a phone. And some of you do know me personally. But one thing that you guys know that I do, I'm very consistent in my business. If you guys don't see me posting in this page, if you guys follow me on Instagram or you're friends with me on Facebook and you don't see me posting, you don't see me in my stories, you're probably like, oh, is Amber not working today? I know for Kayla Justice Coleman, who is on here right now, I was like not so much in my story one day last week, and she texted me and asked me if I was okay, because I'm consistent in the way that I market my business. Okay? So what you do consistently changes everything. And I want to tell you guys this. If you think that nobody is watching you, If you think that nobody is watching you in this business, you have got it all wrong. You have got it all wrong. I had my roommate from college, guys. I lived with her for 4 years or 3 years. Reach out to me the other day because I consistently post about Scentsy. We've never talked about Scentsy. She said, it's time for me to get on the Scentsy train. Bath & Body Works is not cutting it anymore. Consistency is key, okay? I do not run my business through social media. That is not how I run my business. That is not how you're going to have a successful business. But social media and showing up in your stories and showing up in posts and being very authentic with the way that you are doing it is going to help you build that relationship with new customers. It's going to catch people's attention. It's going to make people think, that Scentsy Fresh that she sprays every single morning, I really need to try it. Oh, every time she talks about her diffuser when she adds water and she adds oils and then she puts the link on there, maybe I'm going to click that link and maybe I'm going to see what she's talking about. Or, God, she's always going on vacations. I want to go on vacations. It gets people's minds going, okay? But that is by no means how I run my entire business. But the consistency that I make sure that I do, I make sure that I post about Scentsy at least one time a day. If you don't know where to start there. Post about Scentsy authentically at least one time a day. If you have not put in your story today that Harry Potter releases at 1 o'clock, you need to hop off this as soon as I'm done. Grab an authentic image that I have shared with you guys or the image that's on the marketing tab on Workstation, and you need to put it in your story. If you're not talking about it, if you're not consistently working your business is not open, okay? If you haven't gone on your contacts tab and typed up an email and sent it to your customers to let them know about the launch with the link to a party, what are you doing? Do those things. I share those things with you guys to show you that, yeah, social media is great, but do you have that relationship? Do you have that VIP page that you're consistently posting in? Do your customers trust you? Do your customers know that if they order online, you're going to take care of them for paying shipping? My customers know that. I don't always have a party I'm closing at the time. But they do know because I built that relationship with them. I built that trust with them that they know that I will send them Happy Mail for placing an order online. So what are you doing consistently that's going to change your business? Okay, the only things that matter in this business, and if you might get lost in the fluff. We get lost in the fluff a lot, and we're like, oh my gosh, I have so many things to do, and I just, running around with chicken with my head cut off. You only need 30 minutes to an hour a day. 30 minutes to an hour a day where you're putting your phone away or put your notifications off, and you're digging into an income producing activity, okay? I have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday system that I go through. And that's how I decide what I'm doing each day. Like this is kind of like the blueprint, and this is just like the extreme of it, of what I'm doing, okay? The detailed work. So this is Spark Notes, this is the book of what I do every day, but I am making sure that my income producing activities are the ones that are being done. My income producing activities are not making sure I have the prettiest labels on the block. They are not spending hours on Canva trying to figure out how to make a flyer. That's not income producing to me. I do those things once I've done the income producing things. Yesterday I bulk sampled. That in itself is not income producing to me, but I send out the stuff that I bulk sample for the next month. So yesterday, I bulk sampled, what did I bulk sample? Coral Water Scentsy Fresh, okay? That's what's gonna be going in mail outs next month. That's what's going to be going in orders next month. I bulk sampled the 10 bars that we were able to get in January for the new catalog. I bulk sampled literally all of the wax bars, the 10 wax bars. So I have those ready to freaking go for this catalog season. It's not income producing for me in the act, right? Because you could be doing so many other things, but pop on a training, learn, expand your mind and your resources that you can pull from while you're doing something like that. That's what's income producing. When you give those samples that you literally can just pull, right? When I do mail outs, I just pull it. I write down on my customer mail out log or my log whenever I'm doing local orders. I know what I'm giving them, because then when I follow up, I can say, hey, how did you like that pineapple mango wax bar? Did you love it? Hey, how did you like that coastal sunset counter clean? Are you obsessed? Because I'm obsessed. You need to get in and make a splash too. It makes conversations, but if you're not taking care of the small things like that, you need to make sure you're doing it. And if you just started, that's okay. Pick what works for you. When I first joined, I made sure that I had thank you cards from the dollar store. I always did a handwritten thank you note. I did not do a lot of website orders then because I was building my customer base in Wilmington. And I made sure that I had the cent of the month kit, always. I always made sure I ordered on Workstation account tab. I always had the cent of the month. And I always bulk order that too, or bulk sample that. I literally bulk sample that. I'm never doing that in my office. I always do it when me and my husband are watching TV, like on a weekend or a weeknight. It's very easy to me. Felt samples, crinkle cutter, whatever. If I'm doing wax or I'm doing felt samples, it's very easy. Bulk sample, make your life easier, okay? But don't just hand out samples. That's a whole nother thing. Don't just hand out samples just to hand them out. You have to have a way of following up, because if you're not following up, you're throwing away money. Another thing, you need to fix your mind, okay? So you're believing in yourself. I want everyone who's watching, I have 6 of you watching, I want you to comment, I believe in myself. Even if you don't believe it right now, write it down, because there's power in claiming that. I believe in myself. I believe in myself that I will be successful. I believe in myself that I will expand my customer base. I believe in myself that I will book 6 parties for next month. I believe in myself that I will sponsor two new people. Okay? There's power. So much power in believing in yourself. So mindset thing too. You have to figure out and remember always what your why is in this business, right? Your why is very important. Your why is what is going to keep you grounded and what is going to keep you focused when all else is a fire around you, okay? When life happens, because listen to me, life is going to happen. You're not going to always want to work. And if you guys always want to work, then by golly, you are a magical person. I don't always want to work. I don't always want to come into this office and do what my to-do list says, okay? Especially the hard things, especially the having the conversations, okay? Especially the asking people if they want to get free and half off Scentsy, especially the people, have you ever thought about doing what I do with Scentsy? I don't want to do that all the time, but I know if I want success in this business and I want to grow, like I know I want to, on my vision board, on my goal board that I'm staring at, that's in my face every single day, it's not going to happen from me just sitting still and stagnant where I'm at. So you have to change your mindset. You have to remember your deep-rooted why. What is your deep-rooted why? Barb, you just said, I want to retire. Absolutely. And Scentsy can be whatever you want it to be. For the longest, I wanted to get away from teaching. 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 Guess what? I did that in August of last year. My word last year was go. I set myself up and I knew what successful people did, and I made sure that I did not stop until God closed every door and said, Amber, it's time. And I stepped out in faith. My husband had to step out in a lot of faith. Have faith in me and faith in God that we were going to be financially okay. So you have to change your mindset and remind yourself why you're doing this. Why are you doing Scentsy? We all have a reason for why we're doing Scentsy. We all have a reason, whether it is, to not have to say no to things you want to do, to travel the world, to retire from your job, to stay home with your babies, to live a life by design. Whatever your goal may be, whatever your dreams may be, you have to remember that and put it right in front of your face. So whenever you say, I don't want to work, it needs to change to, but I have to. Why do I have to do this? Because if I don't do this, then my dreams aren't going to happen. Because if I don't do this, my family's life's not going to be changed forever. Because if I don't do this, I'm just going to stay stagnant and I might fall into a huge rut and then my business is going to crumble. Okay? This business, like I said, is anything you want it to be. But you have to put your feet to your faith. You have to work hard, and nothing worth having in life, in this business, comes easy. Remember that. So what I want you to think about is, what is holding you back? What is, Brittany, you said replay, I'm still live. What is holding you back? So I want you guys to think about this. What is holding you back currently in your business? Is it the lack of confidence? Is it you telling yourself that you can't do it? Is it that you might be embarrassed to reach out to people? Is it because you think people might think that your life is a joke with Scentsy? I don't know who's calling me. What is holding you back? What is stopping you from getting to the side of success that you want with Scentsy? Do you think you're unworthy? You have to get to the nitty-gritty and you have to think about, what is holding me back? What is stopping you from consistently showing up in your business? What is stopping you from booking parties? If you're telling me or your sponsor that you cannot book parties, you are not having enough conversations, or you're having conversations the wrong way. Do you want free Scentsy? Hey girl, have you ever tried Scentsy? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna give you a warmer of mine that I have. It's just chilling in my closet. I'm gonna clean it out. I'm gonna give you some wax. What kind of wax do you like? Fresh, cool. I'm gonna give you a cube of Luna, and then I'm gonna let you try it out. I'm gonna give you some samples too, and then I'll follow back up with you and see how you liked this stuff. Think outside the box. Oh, you are obsessed with Scentsy. Do you want free and half off? No, I don't want a party. Okay, well, have you ever thought about Scentsy Club? Because at $30, you get 10% off, and at $60, you get an extra half off item. Oh, and you have access to bricks. You have access to the whiff box in there. You can get that half off. And now we have even better perks that you get points for the more that you share your affiliate link. Are you having conversations like that? It has to come very easy and naturally and authentically. And the more you practice being authentic with those conversations, guys, people don't want to listen to a paragraph. People don't want to read that. And if you're getting ignored, you're doing something right. If you're getting told no, you're doing something right. Because I literally, before I got out of my office yesterday at 5 o'clock, I texted 6 people about booking a party for March. I only heard back from 1. And she said, do you mean having a party? Because I don't use the word party. Get comfortable with being ignored. Get comfortable with being told no, because the more it happens, the easier it gets. And somebody ignoring you is not having anything to do with you. It has to do with the fact that they're scared to tell you no. It has to do with the fact that they don't know how to answer it. They don't want to hurt your feelings. Okay? So I want you to know you are enough and you have what it takes to be successful in this business. Whatever lie you have fed yourself, whatever, you might think what other people are thinking about you, get it out of your head. You are not concerned with what others have to think. You're concerned with you, yourself and you, your life, and you are only in control of yourself. Get control of your thoughts. Get control of your life. Know that you can do hard things. Believe in yourself. Okay? And really what it comes down to is being disciplined. Being disciplined. Okay? Motivation is a liar. You are not always going to be motivated. And it is not my job. It is not your sponsor's job. It's not anybody's job but your own to motivate yourself. So if you're just like, I can't get out of bed. I'm not motivated. I can't do it today. That's on you. But discipline is what's going to push you through that and say, no, but I have to do this. No, I know I'm tired from coming home from work. Listen to me, guys. I worked as a full-time special education teacher for 5 years of my business. I did it for 8 years, but I've been with Cincy for less than that. 5 years of my business, I worked a full-time job. I get it. You guys might see me now and you're like, oh my gosh, Amber doesn't understand. No, guys, listen. I did it. I did 2 full-time jobs, built myself to superstar director while working as a full-time special education teacher. Your excuse is invalid. You have to want it more than your excuses. So what are you telling yourself? Okay, well, when I get home, I'm going to sit down for 30 minutes. I'm going to knock it out. I'm only going to do income producing activities. So Monday might be a sponsoring conversation day. Tuesday might be booking parties. Wednesday might be leading your team. I don't know. Whatever it looks like for you. Get disciplined and get focused and put your blinders on. Okay. Consistency is the only magic potion in this business. Consistency, consistency, consistency. I want you guys to think about this, and I've trained on this before, but what does it say to your customers when you go MIA and you don't post anything about Cincy? You never share that you use Cincy in your house. That's a big red flag. You have no business selling something that you don't use. Cincy sells itself, hands down. Our products are incredible. But if you're going MIA and you're not talking about Cincy and you're not showing Cincy at least one time a day in your story, and you're not posting in your VIP page, and you're not communicating with your customers, that trust is not going to be there. That is the only magic potion, is consistency. If you are a leader, meaning you are a lead consultant or above, what are you saying to your team if you don't show up consistently? And I'm not saying on social media. I'm saying you're not showing up consistently as a leader. You're not having the parties. You're not sharing what you're doing. You're not recruiting anybody. You're going 6-7 days without posting or checking up on them, texting them. I don't know. If you're at least a star consultant, you need to have your own team page. If you're not showing up in this team page, if you're not sharing, we'll go back to this, if you're not sharing the Harry Potter release, if you're not, always showing something of how Cincy is in your house, changing your wax, how can you expect them to do that? You can't. Monkey see, monkey do. It's the oldest thing in the book. You cannot expect somebody that you are leading to do what you're doing if you're not doing it. The end. Okay? So with all of that being said, I want you guys really to focus on, one, your mindset. I want you guys to know that that's where it starts. You have to believe in yourself. I can tell you all day long, believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself, but you have to believe in yourself. Okay? You need to only focus on intentional income producing activities, IPAs. And what do I mean by that? You need to focus on the 3 legs of success. Booking parties, having Cincy Club conversations, having sponsoring conversations, and coaching. It is not rocket science, but once you start mastering those intentional income producing activities and you cut the fluff, that's where the magic happens in this business, okay? So the benefits of doing that is not going to happen overnight, right? You might be like, oh my gosh, so I worked really hard this week and I did all the things that Amber told me to do and I did the 3 legs of success and nothing is changing. Guys, the Titanic was not built overnight. Noah did not build the ark overnight. And I don't even know what else to compare that to. Stop thinking that success is going to come like this. It's not Uber Eats. It's not DoorDash. It's not Amazon Prime. It's not going to happen in 2 days. But the more consistent you are with doing those income producing activities is where the magic happens on the other side. 6 months of putting your head down and working very hard and very intentional and doing the 3 legs of success is going to change your life and is going to change your business. It doesn't come naturally. It doesn't come easy, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. Okay? And another thing, I had already said this, but social media show up. If you guys participated in the challenge that Summer Buchanan did, you weren't already showing up in social media at least once a day, you saw the power in what happens when you authentically share Scentsy. And I'm not saying go on Workstation and download every single marketing picture that they have. No, I'm saying that you need to show yourself authentically. You need to show how you're using Scentsy in your house. You need to show yourself with the warmers that are on your, displayed for you. You need to show that you have a diffuser in your bedroom. You need to show that you have the air purifier. You need to show yourself cleaning with counter clean. You need to show yourself spraying Scentsy Fresh. I can go on and on and on and on and on. But if you're not using Scentsy and you're not sharing how you're using Scentsy, you cannot expect people to be interested. That's it. People are watching you. They're watching you. Even if you think they're not watching you, they're watching you, okay? So put the fear aside. We're going to put it in a different compartment, and we're going to say we're no longer going to live in fear. We are not going to allow fear to control our minds. We're not going to allow fear and the thoughts of failure and the wondering of what people are thinking about us to define us and our success in this business, okay? It's time that we do it scared and we step out in faith and we do what we know we need to do to be successful. So, 6 of you watching, who is going to freaking rock it out the rest of this month? We have, what's today, 24th? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5 days if you want to include today as a half day. 4.5 days to start these habits. 4.5 days of the rest of this month to start somewhere. To start consistently working our business. To start doing the things that matter. To start doing the income producing activities that we know are going to change our lives and our business, but that we might be scared to do. It's February. We have a whole year, whole 2022 year, right? But this year is not going to change. Our business is not going to change this year if we keep doing the things that aren't working. So sometimes we have to sit back and we have to reflect and we say, what is the problem? Am I the problem? Am I not believing in myself? Am I not showing up? Am I not booking the parties? Am I not growing my team? Am I not coaching my girls to do the successful things? You have to sit back and you have to reflect. That's something I did with teaching. You had to reflect, how did that lesson work? Did they get what I was trying to teach them? If not, that's fine. I mean, it kind of sucks, but you have to think about a different way to do it. If the way you're having conversations to book parties is not working, change it. Hey girl, I know how much you love Scentsy. Do you want free and half off Scentsy? Hey girl, I'm not sure if you've been watching my journey or not, but I really want to share with you how much Scentsy has blessed me and my life and how much it's changed my life. And I know how much you could use an extra $100 a month. I have a $59 join kit. Are you having those conversations? If you're a leader, if you are a leader, are you helping your girls get to the next level, your guys to the next level? Do they know how to get to the next level? Are you sharing that with them? Are you helping them? Do you know their why to help them get to the next level? Okay? Think about what you're doing. Get out of your own way. Push fear to the side. Like I said, compartmentalize it. Take fear. It's a natural human instinct, but you have to move it. Move, get out of my way. I'm stepping out in faith. I know that I can do this because I believe in myself and I've seen others do it before me. And get after it. You got this. Turn on some worship music. Turn on some gangster rap. drink some coffee, fix your hair, and do it. There's nothing magical about it but to do it. There's nothing magical but to do it, to get ignored, to get told no, to write it down because you planted that seed, pat yourself on the back and move forward till you get a yes. That's all there is to it. Okay? Consistency, discipline, feet to faith. Okay? I love you guys very much. I hope this was helpful. Go get them. Harry Potter release at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I will talk to you later. Bye.